Simply putting it in a different container and making a separate waste stream, we can keep 1/3 of the trash out of our landfills. It's pretty simple. And if people knew that, I think maybe things would be different.
Since 2023, the City of Kingston has partnered with the Ulster County Resource Recovery Agency to make composting even easier for residents. Kingston Organics Phase 1 launched with 11 convenient food scrap drop-off locations across the city. Now Phase 2 brings curbside food scrap collection directly to all Kingston neighborhoods, making it easier than ever to compost. To learn more about how the program works and what's ahead, we spoke with Julie Noble, the City of Kingston's Sustainability Coordinator, whose vision helped bring Kingston Organics to life.
My name is Julie Noble, and I am the Sustainability Coordinator for the City of Kingston. The City of Kingston is a municipality that has 24,000 people. We are a community that has our own sanitation division, so that we have a Department of Public Works, and we do, as part of city services that are provided for free to our residents as part of their taxes, we collect solid waste weekly and bi-weekly. So we collect solid waste trash, municipal solid waste, and we also collect dual stream recycling. So Kingston Organics has been a long time in the planning. After the diversion plan that we created, we spent about a year planning on how we would launch the different phases. And the first phase that we launched was Kingston Organics Phase 1, the drop-off locations. We actually allow residents to participate and use any of the locations. So if you live near one location, you could use that, or work near one, you could use that. And so when people register, they receive a welcome packet, which has everything they need to know about participation. So what can and cannot be diverted and collected, where the locations are, what happens with the food scraps, who the contact information is, and they get a code. That code allows folks to get into the shed without me having to keep them all open. And we don't want them to be open because we don't want folks walking by to randomly throw trash in, and we don't want animals to get in. In addition to the 11 public locations, we also have 10 municipal buildings that we collect from, including the building that I'm sitting in right now, the Andy Murphy Neighborhood Center. So we collect from 21 locations. The truck pulls up, they pull up to the location, they unlock the shed, they dump the food scraps into the garbage packer, continue to the rest of the sites, and they drive to Ulster County Resource Recovery Agency. And we're gathering about 3/4 of a ton of food scraps a week from this process. So far to date, we've diverted 75 tons of food. If it is not food, we don't take it. We accept all food. Anything that is food. So that means if it is fruits, vegetables, anything raw, it can be before you eat it, could be after you eat it. We accept dairy, meat, bones, anything that humans eat as food. So because of that process, we have had 0 compliance issues, 0 animals get into any of our totes, 0 graffiti on any of our totes, 0 issues. There was an incredible amount of support from the community. We expected about 125 families to register, and now we're up to 610 families, which is 1,200 people participating. So that's about 6% of the city. Our Kingston Organics current drop-off program is voluntary and free, and 6% of our community currently participate, which may seem like a low number, but I actually think it's extremely high. That 1,200 people choose to voluntarily separate their food scraps in a container they've provided themselves, put it into their vehicle, and bring it to a drop-off location for no incentive is incredible. And that's why we're moving on to the next phase of residential collection. So we have been very thoughtful and comprehensive in the way that we have been planning and designing Kingston Organics. Partially because that's how I operate, but partially because I wanted to be sure we tried to plan for as much success as possible, because I knew that if phase 1 didn't go well, phase 2 wouldn't happen, and phase 3 would never happen. We wanted to do this at the least cost to the taxpayers possible, since we are not instituting any fees for the service. This is voluntary. You're not required to do this. We are not being required or mandated yet as a city, so we're going to be driving past your house already. So the more people participate, the better. And folks will also see this new green container sitting next to everyone's driveway, or some people's driveway, and I think people will really say, what is that? And how can I do that? People register for Kingston Organics. They register on Engage Kingston, the website. They will sign up their household for collection. They will get a bucket distributed to them, and they will put their food scraps in it, and that will get put by the curbside once a week once we launch the program. We have just gotten approvals to purchase 2 electric garbage packers, so we will be reducing our own footprint of driving the trucks around by using electric. And that's also something we're very proud of, because electric garbage trucks are not common. And so it's been a year of processing and figuring that out. Those will drive around, collect the food scraps, and bring them to Ulster County Resource Recovery Agency. And then within the next year, we will start doing that commercially. I'm extremely proud of this program for several reasons. One, it's not common. We are champions in doing this. The City of Kingston is doing this for many different reasons that I think other communities should do it for as well, including it's the right thing to do, but it's a way for us to help to control the flow of waste. We are very proud to be doing this and leading the way in the region, in the state. I think a lot of communities will be looking at the City of Kingston to say, okay, how did they do it? Well, we can replicate. And every single thing we're doing can be replicated. Nothing that I'm doing is proprietary. I get registrations and calls from non-Kingston residents very regularly, and they're disappointed when they can't participate. But I keep track of their names, and we'll share that with other communities as well, and hopefully sometime soon other communities will do the same thing. It's important for people to know that they can go to engagekingston.com to learn more about Kingston Organics, that they should keep their eyes out for Kingston Organics Phase 2 residential collection, which will be free and voluntary starting in 2026. And if folks have questions, they can reach out.